The Department of Management Science at Lancaster University was founded about 50 years ago, and we're now a very large department with about 30 faculty, and we cover a full range of management science subjects. Over those 50 years, we've had a number of notable people working with us. Peter Checkland, who developed soft systems methodology, and Gwilym Jenkins, who developed the Box-Jenkins methodology with George Box. The Department of Management Science covers a full range of things. We do mathematical operational research, applied work in operations management, logistics and supply chain, and we work in information systems. So really what we're trying to do is to bring intellectual rigour to real-world problems in a way to make the world a better place.
The Department of Management Science set up the Lancaster Centre for Forecasting some 20 years ago to work with business on business problems, to try and look at the characteristics of those problems, research those characteristics and deliver improvements to the organisations.
The Centre engages with companies in a variety of ways. One recent case study was with Sanofi, a multinational pharmaceutical company. Production takes a long time of the active ingredients, but demand of patients is of course immediate. You need your medicine immediately. We help them by reviewing their forecasting processes, their methods and their systems, and we found that you can actually enhance all three. So looking at selecting better forecasting methods for their software package they had, sometimes increasing accuracy by 50%.
We place master's students working for 3 months or so on projects with the companies, taking the cutting-edge research that we're doing into those organisations.
The Department of Management Science has been a major contributor to workload control research ever since the early 1980s. Workload control is a production planning and control solution for make-to-order companies. Recent research at Lancaster has involved implementing the workload control concept in practice, looking at how the concept can be implemented and whether the results we've seen in simulations can be replicated in practice. We've been working with a small precision engineering company in the UK called PDS Engineering. We've seen improvements in things like quality, reduced lead times, lower levels of work in process on the shop floor, an improved conversion rate of turning customer inquiries into firm orders, and improved delivery performance. Since then, we've also collaborated with other colleagues around the world, such as in the Netherlands, Portugal, and further afield, such as in North America and China, to lead to further implementations of the concept.
Over the years in the Management Science Department, we've developed strong international links to the US and to the rest of the world. In the US, Graham Rand is president of Omega Rho and has hosted the Edelman Award.
In less than 1 hour, the suspense of today's competition between 6 of the world's best analytics teams will give way to celebration.
Also on the Edelman Award, a recent member of staff, Konstantinos Zagrafis, was a finalist for his work on making sure the Olympics in Athens in 2004 ran smoothly, which they certainly did.
The operational planning of Olympic Games is a very complex resource allocation problem. The work we did led to savings of about $70 million US. In my work at Lancaster University, it is my belief that the full potential and societal impact of operational research can be reached when applied to real-world complex problems.
From the outset, the department has always had a strong interest in information systems, and this is an area of rapid change caused by internet technologies and new kinds of application. One of our long-standing partners is a global consulting company, and they approach us this year with a new brief to look at the importance of social media and branding. So the team set up to do this looked at consumer goods, media and telecoms. They sent a survey out to young people, they did focus groups and they spoke to industry experts. For the department, the advantage is that theoretically we've learned a lot about personal networks, and for the students of course they've had the opportunity to work at a leading edge application to showcase themselves to a pretty important prospective employer.
We want our students to work with organisations and make them better places to be, and we also want to produce the next generation of academics who will push the theory and the methods forwards.
I came to study here at Lancaster as an undergraduate and realised the strong support of the research community here at Lancaster, which really appealed. As part of doing the master's elements of this research programme, we learned a lot of skills intensely in both statistics and operational research.
In recent years we've started the Story Doctoral Training Centre with millions of pounds of government funding. It has a focus on practical work, working with real-world organisations, solving problems about which they care.
My research project at the moment is with North West Ambulances. I'm looking at building a location model which decides where to place ambulances, but also pushing forward a relocation model deciding how to move ambulances around and which ones are the best to dispatch on the day.
We've got a very strong community as part of Story. There'll be about 40 research students here at any one point. And on Fridays we meet up to just informally discuss our research and chat over coffee about some of the difficulties we're having, or just generally catch up with what's happening in our areas of interest.
It's an exciting time for us at Lancaster because we're celebrating the 50th anniversary of the appointment of our first professor, and so we're bringing back some of our alumni from 40, 30, 20, 10 years ago for them to tell us how it was for them and for us to explain what our vision is for the future. We want to remain a place where students want to come, where staff love to work, where high quality work is done, and to apply intellectual rigour to real world problems.